Hey guys, welcome to the homestead. Well, not really. So we're still in Virginia. Sue found this covered bridge. It's the longest covered bridge in Virginia, I believe, and it's 200 feet. So we hunted it down this morning. The road's closed. We're not really sure why, but we were able to get around the road closed sign up there and park in the picnic area. And we're going to walk up and check it out. We're speculating they probably close it in the winter for seasonal traffic. You know, it's a seasonal bridge, but we're going to go ahead and go on up and check it out. So this is just down the road from the Shenandoah Caverns. You could probably even hear 81, Interstate 81 in the background.
Yeah, like Ryan said, I suspect it either is a structural issue that's somewhat temporary or it's a seasonal closure. But they have said that this is the largest still active covered bridge, and it was vandalized back in the 1970s and a lot of it burnt, but they were able to save the majority of it, and it was rebuilt in the late 70s and open to traffic until recently. Yeah, to give you an idea of how large these beams truly are, there's Ryan with them. They're pretty huge.
Yeah, that one's about 12 inches and probably 2 feet this way. Steel plates going down the beams down below with the steel rods. It's kind of cool to see the weathering, the erosion on these, presumably just from, well, maybe sandblasting after the fire, I'm not sure. You can see the knot there. You can see the new planks. You can also see, well, maybe not from here, but the knee braces in the top. The first two on that end, on both sides, have been replaced. I can only presume somebody started in with the trailer that was too big. There's a set of chains hanging at each end of the road, and the chains hang lower than the sides. In theory, you know, if you don't fit under those, you shouldn't be in here. But you'll notice quite a few of these are new. So I presume probably a little bit of a, whoops, I didn't quite fit. But I do suspect that it's mostly a seasonal plowing issue. I'm going to guess is why it's closed, because these roads leading to it are really narrow, windy, steep, and you know, you wouldn't get a regular plow truck through here. I didn't notice if there was a weight limit on this, but there's definitely a width limit and a height limit.
I think it said 10 tons.
Okay, so see, that might be another part of it, is a regular plow truck wouldn't fit through here, so they may have to close it.
And there is stuff like this, although I doubt that has anything to do with it. It kind of looks a little like that board might need replacing or something. But very cool old bridge. I always like these covered bridges, so we sort of keep an eye out, and when we see them, we tend to stop off at them.
What we'll do is we'll take you back through. On the other side, where we started, there's a path down under. We'll go to the bottom.
When this bridge was rebuilt in the 70s, they did some renovation on the lower side to make it more structurally sound. They added a bunch of steel girders at that point to it.
Really cool old bridge.
You can actually see, if we look down in through there, you can see some of the steel that's used to put this bridge back together.
But if you look, I don't know if you can see it under here. There's actually 3 laminated beams, each one being about 8 inches by probably 12. You can see how the knee brace comes through it down there. Pretty cool work.
A lot of pretty amazing engineering went into these old bridges. You can see there's some sort of a critter that's built its nests up there. Those kind of like tubular dirt kind of thing. And of course the ever-present wasp's nest right up there. Just really a neat, beautiful old bridge.
Let's kind of put it in perspective because you can see some of the newer beams, like right here. This is obviously not period correct to the bridge. Everything on the roof, the two beams that go the whole length of it, and everything on the roof doesn't appear period correct to me either, as well as all of the siding. So I'm going to guess the fire probably had a pretty detrimental impact on this bridge. The longest remaining covered bridge in Virginia, 200 feet in a single span, supported by Burr Arch, was built by Franklin
H. Weiser in 1892.
1892-93. It's Virginia's only covered bridge open to vehicular traffic, placed on the Virginia Landmark Register as well as the National Historic Register in 1975. So let's wander down around the bottom side of it. We can go this way or we can go all the way around.
So as I mentioned earlier, there's the steel girders that you can see. Prior to the fire, all of this was wooden, but after the fire, I presume to give it a longer life, and possibly because materials weren't as readily available, probably because of newer DOT type rules, this is now a steel-based bridge. They also added these large cement footings at that time.
So anyways guys, I think that's it for this video. We just wanted to bring you along and show you the bridge. It's like maybe 2 minutes from our campsite. Well, probably 8 because we had to go around. The other end of the road closure is right in some farmer's driveway. I just didn't want to park in his driveway and block his driveway. This thing down here is it's just farmland, and there's an actual picnic area right here where if you're in the neighborhood you can come have a picnic on probably a little bit nicer day. But anyhow, we're gonna wrap this up. I think we're gonna go over and check out Route 11 potato chips. We'll probably get a few pictures of the building, and maybe we'll leave them at the end of this video. You're not allowed to take pictures or video inside the building of the processing of potato chips, but you can go in and watch them actually make the potato chips right there in front of you. So we're gonna probably go check that out and leave you some pictures to that somewhere.
And I'm gonna have Ryan hold the camera for a second. I want to show you guys this tree that's here. It probably looks kind of small behind him because he's a little ways away from it, but this tree is enormous. It's a really big tree. I like really big trees, so thought you guys might think that one was cool. I just noticed it standing here being giant, so there's a tree for you. And now I'm afraid of that snake skin that we saw the other day. So.
All right guys, we're gonna wrap this one up. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.